Greetings, boys and girls, guys and gals. This is Star Washington, and I want to talk to you about Alien Covenant. Well, I saw it, and first off, let's get to the nit and gritty. This is your spoiler warning. Spoilers ahead. Here's your basic storyline. There is an expedition that takes place 10 years after Prometheus. And of course, with like all these alien movies, something bad happens at the beginning of the movie. Which is unfortunate because for me, it was really slow. And it kind of started off like the very first part of Prometheus. Watching this film made me appreciate Prometheus more because of the fact of the matter is that Prometheus was its own entity. It had its own DNA. It had a story that wasn't necessarily trying to push the fact that this is related to Alien. And that's what I appreciate with Prometheus. I actually just rewatched it last night. So anyway, a group of 2,000 colonists or so are going to this planet that they've been studying for years or whatnot, and they're going to repopulate this new planet. Obviously, this is their new home, and they're going to be there to the end of their lives. So that was the basic story of it. The couples, it's a ship of couples, and they're all going to this new planet. In the process of going to this new planet, they get a distress signal and they go to investigate it. Now, as far as I can tell throughout this whole crew, these are the dumbest colonists that I've ever seen. There's nobody on board that's truly been expressed to be like they are scientific or exploring. It was just a flimsy excuse to just get the movie started into this whole, like, we need to go to this planet so we can see these aliens and have a murder, death, kill kind of thing. You know, it's like, oh, it's over and over and over again, the alien trope. And to me, I didn't like that. I wasn't really excited about that at all. I wasn't really looking towards seeing a movie that had to be alien. I truly believe with a little bit of effort and a little bit of care, you can truly make something different. You don't have to constantly keep on reinventing the wheel. This is what scares me about Blade Runner 2049. Though I'm glad, though, that it's not Ridley Scott directing. He is still producing and he still has his hand, which I'm totally fine with. But if you're constantly trying to show where things came from, I think that's a horrible idea. Not everything has to be exactly explained out and drawn, pictograms everywhere. You erase all the preconceptions, all the mythology, all the legend, and then you just have to explain everything. Let people figure it out on their own. You can make a film that is ambiguous and left to the imagination of the audience. You don't have to if I wanted to know where the alien origin was, I would have. Then you should have did that in the second. You didn't have to do it in this movie nearly 40 something years later. I just wanted a great science fiction film, hard science fiction film, with a decent script, great actors, great characters, and for me, Covenant did not do that for me. Maybe down the years or something I'll like it more, I don't know. Depending on the next movie, I guess, Alien Awakening or whatever they decide to call it. But this was not the Alien movie that I was expecting. I think that Ridley Scott and the studio really said, well, you didn't do the true Alien prequel, so do it. And that's what I hate about prequels. Too much attention is focused on the past instead of the present or the future. I think it's an intriguing film. I think that it has its moments. But I do not like the tie-in to the previous Alien installments. In conclusion, do I think Alien Covenant is a bad film? No, I don't think it's a bad film. Do I think it's a great film? Not exactly. So Alien Covenant gets, in my opinion, if I had to grade it, a C. It's a nice film that deserves more looking into, but if you're going into it as expecting a sequel to Alien, I mean, not a sequel to Alien, but a sequel to Prometheus, or you want to get more of that sci-fi horror alien vibe where it's basically survival of the fittest, look elsewhere, because the third act is where the movie fails the most. This is Star Washington, movie reviews on the Bitch Unplugged Show.